Okay, so it is November 21st, first thing in the morning. I watched Bellator 146 last night. Pretty interesting. There was two women's MMA fights on there. Both at the 145 pounds. So both at 145 pounds. Pretty interesting fights. So first one was Gabby Holloway versus Arlene Blencowe. So this was an interesting one. Pretty much striker versus grappler. It started out, Arlene Blencowe came out pretty strong. Then Gabby Holloway started wrestling, and I mean, it was pretty exciting. They were rolling all over the place. Really even fight back and forth. Ended up being a split decision, which I think was a great call. I had first round for Arlene Blencowe, second round for Gabby Holloway, and third round was pretty even. I do think that they made the right decision. Arlene Blencowe ended up winning. I thought that was a good call. But again, like, great split decision, honestly. Like, there's not too many times where you see a split decision where you actually agree with it. A recent example is Daniel Cormier versus Alexander Gustafsson. That was a split decision, but really Daniel Cormier won that fight. I don't know too many people who actually think it should have been a split decision. Anyway, this isn't about that. So it was an interesting fight. Again, just back and forth, back and forth. At the end of the fight, at the very end of the fight, Arlene went for an armbar attempt. So that was pretty good right at the very, very end of the fight. Maybe that's what tipped it over the edge for her. But as soon as the bell rang, Gabby Holloway was in pain. Something happened to her knee. At first it looked like her shin, but no, it was something was wrong with her knee. She was lying on the ground, seemed like in a lot of pain. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hopefully she doesn't have an ACL tear or something crazy like that. So I'll keep looking in the news to see if anything was seriously wrong. Anyway, very exciting fight. Okay, second fight. Definitely not as exciting as the first fight. It was Julia Budd versus Roberta Paim. So, like I said, I mean, not as exciting. They pretty much just held each other up against the cage. Julia's corner kept calling for her to not be on the cage, so let her hands fly. But that definitely didn't happen. It was literally 3 rounds of up against the cage. In the end, Julia Budd won. She definitely had the better position for most of the fight. Kind of a crazy thing that happened was in between the rounds, Julia's coach slash husband slapped her really hard on the face, basically telling her to wake up. If it was definitely guy against guy, it wouldn't even be a thing. You wouldn't even talk about it. But it was a little bit one of those moments where you're just like, ugh. But I don't think it's not definitely meant in any kind of abusive way. He was trying to wake her up, trying to get her ready to, go out for that next round. So, definitely not something I've really seen before. But like I said, they do it against the guys, for the guys a lot. So maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't, I'm not really sure, but just something interesting that happened. So yeah, definitely that first fight was better than the second fight. But still, it was interesting to see. I like a 145-pound division. There's talk that the UFC is going to start a 125 division, which, I mean, it would be interesting still. But I would like to see, like, the higher weight classes, 145-pound. That's what Cyborg fights at. Yeah, I just think it would be interesting. Anyway, that was Bellator 146. I'll definitely watch a Bellator event again. Yeah, very interesting fights. So it was Gabby Holloway versus Arlene Blencowe. Arlene Blencowe won by split decision. And Julia Budd versus Roberta Paim. And Julia Budd won a unanimous decision. All right, till the next fight.